we're at a crossroads right now. This past week, I've been racking my brains, and I have been thinking in terms of, God, we've got to raise a lot of money just to stay operational and to do any of the things that we want to do. How are we going to do it? And then I started looking in terms of, in order to raise money, I'm going to be a viable candidate, which means that I'm going to have to make some sacrifices. There's one of two things we can do. The first thing is what I was saying about being a viable candidate. Being a viable candidate, unfortunately, in the system we have, means being with one party or the other. Now, our incumbent is a Republican, which means the GOP is out. That leaves the Democrats open. The way that I look at the Democrats in this area right now is that machine is kind of sitting there unused. Now, the other side of it is we can go back to the original concept, which is we basically just say, fuck it. We're going to run as an independent. We're going to do this the right way. We're going to do it the way we want it. And if people come to us, they come to us. If not, at the end of the year, we can say we've done everything right.
I think we lose a certain amount of credibility going with the Democrats, not only with people on the left, but with people on the right as well. I mean, there are parts of this platform, and I know you've worked on trying to promote these as well, that would appeal to traditional conservatives, like the fair tax, like what you talk about with gun rights, and I think that. It would seem to run counter to the fundamental core of the campaign if we were to yoke ourselves to what's been a fairly ineffectual machine, even though it is a machine, a fairly ineffectual machine in this area and in this district.
The big issue is it'll be the first step towards conforming in order to win. And this is the first step, and it's really early. If we start making that step now, why wouldn't you stop later on? Assuming you go on, you get elected.
Right.
Why are you going to conform to win? And
you make one compromise, you're setting yourself
up for the future.
What do you think, Justin?
I think the thing is you basically have to follow their party line, and the Democrat Party in the past 20 years doesn't really seem to have a party line. Other than that, it is an ineffectual way to win in this county, in this district. They don't elect many Democrats. I think with marketing position, the best thing you can do is when everyone else zigs, you zag.
Okay, I want to get your consensus on that because
what did you draw?
Get that on camera. That's my thinking exactly.
Sharpie for these moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little dim.
What it says, for those at home, is bad idea.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a bad idea.
This is a applaud for making the first right decision. That's right. We're one step closer to failing now. No,
so what that means is we're going to go officially on record right now as saying screw the Democrats.
Everyone starts to take notes.
No, I don't mean that against the Democrats here in the district, but what I do mean is as far as us being a Democrat,
yes, there you go.
Screw the Democrats. I don't think that Democrats are going to win the presidency this year if they nominate Hillary Clinton. I can guarantee if I run, they're not going to win this district. So that's that.
There we go.
Now, on to more important business.